Okay, I was going to do my Cyberpunk Edge Runners video tonight, but every time I start editing it, my computer blue screens and shuts down. So I'm giving up on that, and I'm gonna shift that to later in the week. So if you want my opinions on that show, um, come back later in the week. But let's talk about why you're here, which is the title of this video, which probably rustled your jimmies, in which case I succeeded. But yeah, your book sucks. Most likely. My book does as well. And most of the books that you've read at one point in their life have sucked too. That's just the nature of it. You see, I'm part of quite a few different writing communities and Discord servers, etc. And I've been around the block a few times. I'm a little Jenny right now. And I see a lot of people making these really silly, common mistakes. They spend so much time worrying about nuance and word selection and world building, and they spend more time sitting in like Scrivener and manuscripts, like designing the world, that they actually do writing the book. And they sit there discussing things and worrying about this or that and asking a million questions. And I mean, we've all been there. I've been there. You've been there. Some of you are there right now. Um, and I just feel like someone just needs to come out and remind you that your book fucking sucks. And that's okay. It's meant to at this point. If you're writing a book and it's your first pass, it's meant to suck. Okay? Most books begin sucking. And then they get better and better and they move on to other things. But yeah, someone has to say it. Because there's all these people out there who are getting so caught up in these communities, worrying about the little things, and that's for later. What you should be doing, and leave it to me to tell you what you should do, because I'm some kind of authority. But there's so many of you out there who are just so caught up on this stuff, and I just want to, you just need to chill and just let words fall on the page and fix it in post. You're in this beautiful world where you have these things called beta readers and support teams and critiques, etc., who can all help you, but you got to get through the first draft first. I see these people who send out chapter and chapter at a time, like, what do you think of this chapter, what do you think of that chapter? Well, context really matters, and I can't really critique a chapter or a dialogue, you know a section of dialogue if I don't know what happened before and after and the rest of this magical world that is your crappy book. So, if you're going to get anything out of this little rant of mine, it's okay to have a crappy first draft. Your first draft should most likely be crappy but hold promise. Like, people should go, I see what you were doing here. And then you go and you fix it from there. You let your beta readers go through it and they do the line edits and you edit things and you reread it and you look at the flow and the prose and all the other things. But you got to stop worrying about that in the first draft and just get your book out, because you're never going to get it done if you keep getting hung up on these things. And chances are you pick up any traditionally published popular book off your shelf and there'll be a dedication or something at the front of the book that says, thanks to this person, that person, my wife, my husband, my children, and everyone else for putting up with me while I tried to get this thing done, and the beta readers, etc. And you know why that is? Because their book fucking sucked at 1.2. And they let their beta readers and friends and everyone critique the crap out of it. And they rewrote it again and 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 again until it was well enough that they didn't hate it. And then they sent it off to an editor. And you know what the editor turned around and said? This book fucking sucks. Change this, that, and that. So then you make those changes and you go back to your writing team. And that's why those pages are in those books. Because writing a book is hard. Writing a book is a pain. No one likes what they wrote. And the people who think that they wrote something amazing first time around, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's people generally, they put their books out online for people to read. And just like the title of this video, those books fucking suck. The most common critique I see when we do the loin streams and when we read a lot of indie books, etc., is Who edited this? Did this person have a beta reading team? Did no one pick this up in the beta process? And it's really telling that that's such a common problem, which is exactly why this video needs to be made. Don't get caught up in all the little things in the first draft. Just focus on getting your beginning, middle, and end. Get all the chapters written out. Even if they're rough and there's chunks of dialogue missing, you got tags saying insert character name here and insert confrontational dialogue here, etc. Even with all that stuff, get it done. If you get stuck, just put a little tag and highlight it and move on and just keep writing. And then go back to the start and do it again and again until it's complete enough that you're going to let your team of friends and companions and critiques read it. And then it'll turn into a good book. But if you don't do everything prior to that and you keep getting caught up in world building and using, all these external tools, etc., when you should just be staring at a page and typing on a keyboard, it's never going to get done and it's never going to be as good as it could be. So take that from a guy who reads a lot of books and is going through this as well. Let's just get our stuff done. I can't wait to see what some of you guys put out there. If you're stuck, you need advice, you want anything, you can hit me up in the comments, etc. Send me an email, do all that stuff. More than happy to assist where I can. And hopefully that helps you too. But let's just do this together. And I hope for someone out there, even if just one person read this and understood it and got what I'm saying and was able to make progress in their book because of it, then I'll be happy. Like I said before, I was doing my review of Edgerunners, but I kept crashing my computer, which is kind of ironic. So I'll have that out later in the week. This is just to tide you guys over until then. And hit me up in the comments. Do what you want to do. Like, subscribe, get your knickers in a twist. Doesn't bother me. Whatever floats your boat. Different strokes for different yokes. I'll see you in the next one.